What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, I got a little treat for you today. We're going to take a look at these Union 1 Shadow to Chicago's versus the Lost and Founds. But real quick, if you're interested in seeing the standalone review of the Union 1s, please feel free to go check that video out. Should already be up and running. I did want to make a comparison video to the Lost and Founds. As I stated in that video, I was curious to see the quality between each shoe. And also I was very curious to see what the midsoles, the vintage touch that they put on these Union 1s. I just wanted to see, was it comparable to the Lost and Founds midsole? And also just take a look at a couple more cute designs of each shoe. I know a lot of people were stating that the Union 1s could possibly get lost depending on your outfit. You might have baggy jeans. And I do agree to that point, that if you actually covered up the top portion of the shoe, it can possibly look like a Lost and Found or just any other standard Chicago 1. Very true. But I will say, upon first looks, that might not be totally true in the case of it. Let's get into this video. So let's jump right into it and look at points on this Union that can easily differentiate itself from any standalone Lost and Found or Chicago. And mostly that deals with, you could use these yellow laces, but hey, you can throw those yellow laces in the Lost and Founds as well, or Chicago's. What differentiates it? Biggest thing that will differentiate it is the yellow accents around a Nike swoosh, and each open cuts of leather on each panel has that yellow Union dye along it. That's one of the main things that will differentiate it. And also the Nike swoosh that's on the Union is actually suede, a very short hair suede, versus the leather that's on Lost and Found. But looking at these from a distance, you won't be able to tell. I'm just giving you some comparisons of each shoe. But really the main reason I wanted to compare this shoe was looking at the midsole, because we all know that Lost and Found had like a very slight vintage tint to the midsole, very light sail colorway. I'm taking a look at this Union. It's very apparent. It's actually darker, a lot darker. I thought I was just seeing it different when I got them in hand. It's a very noticeable difference between the two. Here's a quick look at the rear of them. As you can see, Union with, they went a darker sail color to the midsole versus the lighter shade of Lost and Founds. Here's a quick shot at the medial sides. Let me know how it's coming through on camera, guys. Is it very noticeable with the midsole color? I do have studio lights hitting on it, but I don't think it's that much of a difference. I was gonna say the sail tongue, it really pulls it off for the Union midsole, but I did forget that the Lost and Found actually had a sail tongue as well. And seeing them in person, I do think that they got it pretty much accurate from the light sail tongue that's on the Lost and Found to the light sail midsole. I think they pretty much spot on with the color contrast to it, as well as the Union has a much darker sail color to the tongue that compares with the midsole as well. So I think Nike executed those two contrasts well. So I'm like, man, which shoe do I like the most? Let me know in the comments, guys. Which one would you pick? Would you pick the Lost and Founds or the new Union 1s? I think it's hard to beat the Lost and Found. I really do like the smooth leather that's on the Lost and Founds versus the slightly tumbled texture that's on the Unions. I'm just personally more a fan of smooth cut leathers versus, your tumbled leathers. I know a lot of people like tumbled leather as well. But to the touch, they both feel amazing. Of course, the Union is going to be somewhat softer versus the smoother cut. And also the Lost and Found has like that cracked leather texture to it. So, of course, it's going to be a little smoother on the Union versus this cracked leather texture. And also, you got to take into account that this is a collaboration. So you got just a little bit more going on with this shoe. Material wise, you got the suedes on the Nike swoosh and the heel counter, heel collar section of the shoe versus your cracked collars that's on the Lost and Founds They both dope shoes in my opinion. But I will say, if you're a fan of the Lost and Founds and you don't have a pair of either one of these, you got some decisions to make between these two. Uh, like I stated earlier in the video, if you wore pants, you probably couldn't really tell the difference between the two of these shoes, other than the couple hits that I did show you with yellow contrasting panels on the shoe in the midsole. And I do think, I'm not sure, I haven't checked the market on the Lost and Founds in a while, but they probably somewhat close to the Unions or what they're going for right now, maybe slightly under, but they should be pretty close to each other in the third party aftermarket. But again, choices, choices, choices. Let me know which one you'll pick up. But yeah, outstanding the quality on both of these shoes. And with this Union 1 being the newest release, of course, all eyes is on this shoe right now. But this Lost and Found is still dope. Nothing to sneeze at. But yeah, guys, just want to come through, make some content on these Union 1s versus the Lost and Founds, and just show you how similar and how different each shoe is. I think they both stand alone and hold its own against each other very well. So in my opinion, you can't go wrong with either one of these shoes. But hey guys, stay tuned to the channel. More content coming up. Crazy year ahead of us. As most of you know, it seems like we're getting drops every week that's got some heat to it. And we all have to make a lot of decisions with these upcoming releases. Because, hey, if you can cop them all, hey, more power to you. Some of us got to be a little more selective. And for me, just to be a little bit more responsible with my cops this year. Again, guys, please feel free to go check out that standalone Union review video. I got that up. I also have the Bread High 85s. If you want to go check that video out. So I appreciate y'all for coming through for a quick look at this comparison. And till the next time, peace.